The release of the iPhone 6 brought forth the idea to us. Which phone is truly superior, Apple or Android? What do the majority of Weston High School students prefer? How do these opinions relate to actual sales? After doing vigorous research, we have found a surprising outcome that you may not know.
Next, we found out the students' and teachers' opinions of which phone they prefer.
I prefer Android because it has a smoother interface. It's quicker and it just looks nicer.
Apple because they're better.
Android I prefer better because actually it's the only phone that I've ever owned.
Well, considering I've only had an iPhone since the first ever iPhone existed, I guess I prefer Apple. And the reason why is because I'm just used to having an iPhone, and I've had 4 now, different generations. Never broke the screen though.
The big specific reason is the camera. I really like the Android camera.
I prefer Apple phones because it's easier to navigate through an Apple phone, and it's easier to get it started instead of an Android phone.
I like Apple phones just because I've never had an Android phone.
With Apple's exaggeration of their release dates and new phones, the common misconception is that Apple outsells Android. But do Weston students and staff fall for these exaggerations, or do they see through all this hype?
iPhones, Apple, definitely. Because of the marketing. Apple's a much more widely marketed product.
Probably Apple, just because people like Apple.
Historically, the iPhone, but don't count out the Android now that there's such a competition for smartphones, and there's so many different opportunities out there for success with them that I'm sure it's going to be leg and leg, neck and neck.
Probably Apple, because they always are integrating new things into the phone.
Personally, I believe that Apple has better sales, they have better marketing, and a large percentage of people prefer Apple over Android.
I think Apple has more sales because I see more people with the Apple phones.
Then we watched their reactions when we told them that Android actually outsold Apple by 39% in 2013.
Well, I don't think that's true.
Wow, I'd be really surprised. Reed Monges would probably be surprised too.
I'd be shocked.
I think that's ridiculous because a lot of people are like, Apple is really cool.
I would say that is ridiculous.
That's false. I'm kidding.
False?
No. Well, then, good for them.
I'd be quite happy with that. I myself am an Android user. At first I wouldn't believe it because, Apple is the god product of all, devices.
Consumers have been misled into thinking that Apple has been the most successful company in the area of sales. The truth, however, is that Android is crushing Apple. This survey is just an example of people's thoughts and expressions of this clouded topic. So in conclusion, what do you think? Apple or Android? This is Jason Baisley, signing off from Weston Television Student News, and reminding you to rethink possible.
Apple is God!